Hello, this is the Crazy Canes fan, and today we are doing the Carolina Hurricanes early season summary. The date is the 10th of November, 2021. We are 11 games in the season, so I thought it was a good time to, see kind of how we've done the last couple games. This is my first summary, so if you like the video or any of the videos I make, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out as I'm trying to start a Canes channel out here. This summary is just kind of stuff I've put together. We're going to see how it works. If you guys have any suggestions for what you would like to see or stuff that, you think could be better, hey, please let me know in the comments below. So, first thing we're going to do is just kind of get into our season, some stats. We're going to grade some games, what we're doing good, what we're doing poor, and then what's up ahead. So, record as of today, and today is the 10th of November, is 10-1. Obviously, the Panthers kind of sit as our only poor game up there. We lead the division, but when you're 10-1 and still undefeated at home, you're doing pretty good. There's technically 4 teams that are undefeated at home. So it's Carolina, the New York Islanders, because they haven't played at home yet, the Florida Panthers, and the Boston Bruins. So, interesting mix there. The stats that we are going to go into, and I have terribly circled some stats here that we want to go over. We're going to start with pretty much the goals. So Andrei Svechnikov leads the Canes with 7 goals, 15 points. And Jesper Fast sitting tied with Aho at number 2. And I really wanted to bring that up because last season he only had 6 goals for the entire season. And, we've gone through 11 games and he's only 1 less than that at the moment. For the assist, Tony D'Angelo is sitting at 9 assists, a lot of them power plays with 11 total points. And Jacob Slavin getting a huge amount of assists this season at 8 already in the season. And then the 2 things also I wanted to highlight were the penalty minutes. So obviously Tony D'Angelo has maybe a little bit more penalty minutes, 5 for the fighting and 5 for shooting a rubber rat during the Florida game. So that might be a little bit overinflated. But the second person I want to bring up is Svechnikov. And he is sitting at 18 penalty minutes, and that is a little bit of a regression for him. I know when he first came to the league, that was one of his big issues was penalty minutes. And then he seemed like he got that under control, but having 9 penalties through 11 games is not what you want to see from one of your superstars. Now, he's doing really well with goals and assists, so but like I said, we definitely want to see him kind of bring that penalty minutes down for that. The goalies, really not much to go with. Anderson is 9-1, 1.73 goal per average, which is really good considering the Florida game. And then Ranta is sitting at 1 win and still day-to-day at the moment. So what we're going to do here, we're going to rank the wins. So these are really an arbitrary rankings determined by me. If you have something you guys really disagree with, hey, let me know. We can work on this. But we're just going to see how it goes. And we're pretty much going to go through our season games, kind of go with that. So we're going to start with the Islanders, our first game. So it's a good way to start the season. It's hard to really grade the Islanders. They have not played at home yet, so everything has been away for them. So, I kind of said, it's a B+. It's always good to win on your home ice. The Islanders are probably better than the record indicates at the moment. So that's what we're going to go with. Nashville, I definitely was a decent win. And just because they gave us a lot of issues last year, and they're kind of a playoff team, they're really close to it. But it's still definitely a solid win. I gave us a B- for that. Montreal Canadiens were next. They were a pretty weak team. Let's be honest. They're pretty terrible. We easily won. So I went with a B for that pretty much. Columbus Blue Jackets, good win. Jackets could be a playoff team. I said A- for that. Toronto Maple Leafs, another good win. And the Leafs could also be a playoff team, but we won pretty easily. So I also gave us an A- for that. So looking at the first couple games, overall extremely solid. Nothing that you really can say is going wrong. I mean, it was a pretty good first 5 games. So, Boston Bruins. So, they have not had the best start. However, and this is the big thing, 1, I don't like Boston. 2, they are really our arch nemesis for a lot of stuff. We have like an 18-2 and 2 or something, some terrible record. I mentioned in my video for that. So any win against them is a good win. This is an automatic A right there. So the Chicago Blackhawks, we played them before the Coyotes and after, so I kind of put them into kind of one. Again, they're another terrible team, and we were behind both games. We literally had a 4-goal game, 4-2 or 4-3 in our first game. The game should not be that close. So I kind of gave them both combined a record of a D. We did have to come back in the second game. The Coyotes, oh boy, that game should have been an easy win. It was a trap game. We almost got trapped. We needed to come back in the third period. I'm going to give you a D- for that game. Florida Panthers, I don't want to talk about this game. F-. And I know you can't really, it's an F. There's no F-, but literally how we played, F-. Tampa Bay Lightning, so Vasilevsky is good. It was a good team, a good win. So this is pretty much an easy A to rank. Probably, maybe we're going to see them in the playoffs for sure. Okay, so what is working? So I really had my doubts about Anderson, but he's been awesome. So the goals against are 1.91 average. That is the best in the NHL by a good amount, and that is counting us giving up 5 goals to Florida. So that is astounding. The overall offense, we're almost scoring 4 goals a game. I mean, 3.73 is pretty nice. It's third in the NHL. When you look at the offense versus the defense, it makes a lot of sense why we are 10-1. I'll mention the penalty kill, 86%. That is after the Florida game, after the F-. So that's still 8th in the NFL, so that's pretty good. But what is not working? So the power play. And we are ranked 7th for it at the moment. And people might be like, well, we're still doing okay. Over the last couple games, it has looked poor. I think we are 1 for 5 against Tampa, 1 for 5 against Florida. It just has not been good. And I think they need to kind of look at that. Penalty minutes, we're ranked 10th. So we have the 10th most penalty minutes in the league. I mean, it's a little bit offset because our power kill is so good. But that's something that we're going to have to look at. You know, again, that might be a little inflated by the 15 minutes by D'Angelo for the rat and the fight. But, you know, it's still early in the season. We'll see. Starting slow. So we have been behind in the last 5 games. We did not start with the league. So both games against Chicago, Arizona, Florida, and Tampa, we started behind. We can't keep doing that. And then injuries, you know, and this is really not what. This is what's not really working. Not quite the part for it, but 3 significant injuries to Nino, Pesci, and Ranta is definitely something that is not going well. So where do we go from here? So we do have several division games coming up against the Flyers and the Capitals. I think it's 2 against the Flyers, 1 against the Capitals. And, you know, we will also be watching, sorry about that, the game against the Blues. The Blues are leading the division at the moment, so that's going to be good. We're going to be on Jarvis watch. So does he stay or does he go back to the AHL after the 9 games? So per his, you know, league rules, rookie contract, he can play up to 9 games in the NHL and then be sent down. Don't have to be put on the waivers or expose him. It's just a free send down. Any more than that, then he's staying on the NHL roster. So we're definitely going to have to see how that goes. You know, with injuries piling up, do we have enough quality people to keep bringing people up? Obviously, Jarvis was great. Smith has been okay. I think he got maybe a little bit of an unfair game that we just played so terrible against Florida. Haven't seen the backup goalie yet. So, and the status for injured players. So Nino was placed on IR. I have not seen a timetable for his return yet. Pesci and Ranta are day-to-day. So we should see them fairly soon coming back up. So, but, yeah, hey, if you guys have survived this long, hey, please like and subscribe this video. And you know what? I'm looking forward to the next couple weeks of Canes hockey. So let's go Canes.